And let's follow this storm from beginning to end. It's all starting in the southern plains today. So cities like Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Dallas, all seeing major impacts. There's a live look at Dallas and Tulsa this morning. Again, everything is okay, but conditions are going to dramatically deteriorate as we work our way through this afternoon and certainly by tonight. So your hours to prep, they are coming to a close. Let's start things off with what we're expecting in Little Rock to really break it down per city location. Now, the snow impacts for Little Rock, we're looking at a combination of everything. We are going to have very cold temperatures, and I think that's an important thing to point out for folks that live across the southern plains and the southeast, is the bitter cold air, how it's playing into the storm, but most importantly, how it really settles in behind the storm. For a place like Little Rock, we could have 4 consecutive days of temperatures that are going to be very cold. And the record low temperatures, the coldest temperature ever recorded in Little Rock is -1. That was set back on February 16th. We could definitely be challenging, some of these things. These are impacts that we saw back in 2021. So we are really looking at sort of a flashback of conditions that we've seen in past storms. Looking at the snow that we're anticipating for Little Rock, about 1 to 3 inches, because we're going to see a combination of everything. It's not just snow. We're going to get sleet and ice accumulation as well. Looking at some of these bigger snowstorms, of course, we're not going to be anywhere close to that for Little Rock. I think for Little Rock, the biggest concern is going to be the combination of the different types of winter precipitation. Ice accumulation for Little Rock, 1/4 to 1/2 inch.
Yeah, that's a lot when you think about what we could be dealing with power outages and just the delays on the roads. And after these storms move through the southern plains, it's going to head to the east, and the ice storm warnings have already been issued for this crippling storm. It's going to target some major cities across the southeast. Roanoke, Virginia, good morning to you. Cold air already in place, but things are just about to get started. Let's give you some numbers and some graphics to put this into context for you for places across the southeast. Now, a place like Lexington, Kentucky, when we talk about the forecast, now calling for 8 to 12 inches of fresh snow, will this be one for the books? Of course, because it's impactful, but as far as numbers, well, records go all the way back to 1875, and the biggest storm that they've had was back in 2015, 17 inches of fresh snow. The next storm, and number 5 on the list, was 2015 with 14 inches of fresh snow, so the forecast is just under that. But having said that, it's not just about the snow, right? It's also about the ice, and the ice is going to be a major concern, as well as some of the winds that come in behind this. I think when we talk about this forecast, we talk about also the winds that could add to the problems with the ice on the power lines and the trees. That cold air is in place. The moisture arrives Saturday. And look at the duration. This is Saturday morning to Saturday evening when we're dealing with the snow. Finally, comes Sunday, that warm air starts to nose in, and then now we're watching for some freezing rain, some sleet. We go back to snow for a bit. Behind it, more in the way of those winds will keep us rather cold. That's just one example. Here's Memphis, 1 to 3 inches of fresh snow. Britta, along the I-40 corridor and north of here, you're going to be dealing with ice and snow, major thoroughfare. This is a concern. When you're talking ice, 1/2 inch, man, and the cold weather behind it, it's a problem for us with the winds. Timing-wise, you're looking at Saturday. You got a little bit of a mix. You look at the profile, and then there's that warm air of nose. I think Memphis to Nashville, things have changed a little bit. It moves a little farther north.
Hopefully that's a trend that continues, because you would rather get maybe the possibility of some rain into Memphis. Unfortunately, how it's looking right now is that we're going to have snow with the ice accreting on top of that snow. If you can imagine, it's almost like an igloo effect.
Yeah.
It's very important for these folks that live down south. Take the opportunity to get as much snow off of your driveway in between the storm. Of course, you got to limit your time outside, but go off and try and take it off, because once the ice sets in, whatever's there will be encased and you won't be able to remove it.
Yeah.
So, with how cold it's going to be behind the storm, if you want a shot of getting your car out of your driveway after this, it's incredibly important to try and get that snow off before the freezing rain and the ice sets in.
And trying to open the door on the cars. That's always a big concern there.
Ice certainly is a tough scenario, and you're seeing a lot of forecast here for that. In any extreme weather, of course, safety is always the #1 priority, both for the public, but also for those utility crews doing everything they can to get that power restored as quickly as possible. But these are some of the toughest scenarios, certainly with that combination of weather.
And Washington, D.C. is gearing up for what could be the biggest snowstorm that they have experienced in 10 years. We got watches that are up. The 95 corridor, of course, is kind of the end marker of this storm, so we have a little more time to play with. Today is a great day to prep, and in fact, you have a little bit of time tomorrow morning, depending on how far south you live. Richmond, you guys are pretty far south in this corridor, so the Mid-Atlantic is going to feel it before our big cities that are up in the Northeast. Richmond, you guys have had a blockbuster winter so far when it comes to snow. You're the exception here for the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. You've had more snow than New York City, than Boston, and we're going to add on 5 to 8 inches of snow with this. So I guess one benefit for Richmond, you guys are not new to the park. You guys have had snow this year. You guys have had the prep. You've had the practice. What you have not had is this, ice. Richmond is looking at the potential here of crippling ice, more than 1/2 inch. The amount of weight that that puts on power lines and trees is extreme. This is when you're laying in bed and all you hear is crack, crack, crack.
Right.
It can get really scary when you start to hear those tree limbs go. And if you live in Virginia, you need to be prepared to have power loss because you're going to be a state that really struggles to keep the power on.
You want to be able to stay home and stay warm because we do have also a lot of hills here, a lot of trees, we know. And so being such a wooded area, you will hear that pop, pop, pop. We start off with the cold air in place, we go to the snow, and then boom, here comes that warm nose. The nose of warm air, rather, changes things over.
Ice right on top of it.
Man, that is just tough. And then the cold air behind that and some of the winds behind that, a big concern. D.C., you talked about D.C. earlier as well, and it's interesting. D.C. is one of those spots, again, if you get just enough of the nose in there, that cuts back on the snowfall totals. But be prepared, 8 inches to 12 inches, just be ready for that. It's the ice, I think, that's the big part of this story.
And the reason why there's such a big gap for D.C. is because there are questions to how much sleet and ice is going to mix in. The more of that, the lower the overall storm total is because it compresses the snowpack. So we start as snow, we cross over that potential of sleet and ice. If we get 12 inches of snow in D.C., we haven't really recorded more of that than for a whole season since like 2017, 2018. So we're going to outdo what we've seen for season totals recently in one storm. That's the potential for a place like D.C.
Of course, with this big storm, we have team coverage of all this massive storm throughout the week, and extended coverage is that into next week. Our team is going to be stretched out from Dallas clear over to Boston. There's a look at the map. We've got you covered. Stay with us as we continue to watch this storm and bring you the very latest. Fox Weather First.